What's good, y'all? What's
Hey
up? What's up?
y'all.
What's up? I'm so
Yeah.
sorry we're late, but we here. And welcome back to the second episode of this shit, and it's over with. But it don't matter. We here. We gonna make it entertaining and we gonna make it interesting. And before y'all ask, JoJo had a little emergency. All right, he wasn't able to make it, but he does sense his love. And y'all make sure to send y'all love back to JoJo, okay?
Most definitely.
But how y'all doing?
Doing good. Can't
We good.
complain.
We've been trying to get this together for weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, very much so.
We've been trying to get together for weeks, but now that the season is over, I was like, well, maybe we can try to see if we can get it together now because there's a lot that has happened. There's been a lot in the blogs. We have a whole lot of stuff to choose and speak on and stuff like that. And the season actually turned out to be, it was toxic, but sometimes toxic seasons turns out to be good seasons. Sometimes it's kind of like our OG season. It'll never be to the magnitude that OG season was.
True.
It'll never be that, but it was kind of trying. It was trying to get there. I could say that much.
Yeah, they was trying. Now I'm hearing that they're taking like a mid-season break and then they're gonna return. Is that true?
That's
Yeah,
what they're saying, and I'm over it.
and that's when they said the reunion is gonna happen.
Right.
Now, how
Okay.
do y'all
Really
feel
good
about
thing.
them taking the LAMH route?
That's annoying.
Yeah, that's super annoying. I don't know why. Well, I've always had a theory as to why I feel like they do that. Which is to hold back on the money in a sense, to like spread the season out instead of like redoing contracts or anything. People that's asking for more money, they can't necessarily ask for it because we're still in this same cycle or whatnot. That's what I'm thinking it's about. More so about the money. But then it also could be that, I'm wondering, it don't seem like they got a lot of shows on for real. Like, think about VH1. It just seems like they're bouncing between Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop.
I
If
agree.
it's VH1, are they on VH1 or still on MTV?
Love and Hip Hop Miami on VH1. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on MTV.
On MTV?
Mhm.
Okay. That's what I was thinking, that they could be bouncing in between the two, because I feel like when Basketball Wives is going off, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is coming on, and vice versa. So I don't know what them folks got going on. It's weird, but
And
I
they
think
working
it's
them to death
related to
too.
money.
And they working them to death too, because I could have sworn Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just ended in the spring, and we're already back to
Listen,
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta already. Like, girl,
it's
what?
giving year-round school. I'm telling you,
Start
you only get
screaming.
2 months off and you back to work, baby.
Right.
Because I'm like, what's going on?
And see, the thing with that is Basketball Wives not even filming their second part yet. Because I heard Ty said we're not even filming. They're not even filming yet.
Well, then my question is, have they already filmed it then, though? Have they already filmed it?
That's a good question.
That's it. That is a good question. Because
they could just take
know.
bits and pieces, because they good for pulling stuff from wherever and piecing together a season. So that's what I'm wondering. Because even though that was the final cast event, it didn't really give that it was the final cast event. You could tell it like ended abruptly. So I feel like there may be more follow-up to that. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm just over them doing these like mid-season breaks. It's irritating because it doesn't give us no time to miss the show.
Right.
You know how back in the day, like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta would be on for a good like 4-5 months, and then when it go off, we miss it for a while. And then because it used to go like this: Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, then Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, then Love and Hip Hop New York, then Love and Hip Hop Miami, then Atlanta starts again. So it'll be a whole 6 months before we seen it again. So we'll miss it for a while. We can't miss this shit no more. Soon as it's over, it's right back on 2 months later. Like, we don't miss it no more. So
right.
I don't know.
Before we get started with the debauchery, I did get sent some that I thought was very interesting. So, Carlos King done found his ass to Chantel.
Oh, I saw that.
He done already did it. He done already had the thing out. It's finna come out soon. Are y'all gonna watch the interview? I might.
Yes, and I will be doing a reaction.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch and check it out and see what she's saying. And maybe her sitting down doing that interview, it may make things make more sense, potentially, or not. Definitely gonna listen to it, see what she's talking about.
Heavy on the or not.
Okay. Now, we ain't got to do this in no particular order or whatever. I just figure maybe we could just talk about the first part as a whole, and then it could just be that. But I would like to start with the newbies. How y'all feeling about the newbies? Who is carrying the season, and who the hell needs to go?
I think the WAC 3 need to, in the beginning, I wanted them all gone, right? But one thing about reality TV, if you're on the show long enough, y'all women that think y'all are so click tight, it's only a matter of time before the producers flip you bitches on each other. And that is why I kind of want them to stick around, just so I can see that, because they will never be as close as Evelyn is to Shawnee's bra. Like, they are the only ones that are locked in click tight forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the closest friendship I've seen, and nobody else has really come close to that. So I mean, even Malaysia and Brandy fell out. Like, give it time. Like, y'all not gonna, everything Evelyn said about Brit, she not wrong. Like, that's who you want to align yourself with.
I agree.
Exactly.
Okay. They can go, but if they stay around a little longer, only keep them on my screen if the breakup of the friendship is about to happen.
I agree, because I want to see them fall apart real bad.
And Scotty could tell y'all this because he was looking at me like a confused dog too. But I had some high hopes for Brittany and that weak ass hijab. I did. And I remember Scotty like, why? And then my whole thing was, I said, well, I don't necessarily think she had like the best shape her first time. And so maybe if she comes back and we're seeing her do this new hijab roll and all of the rest of this stuff, I was like, maybe it'll be a little bit more better for her because she know what to expect. So I will say out of all of them, I had the most high hopes for Brit Brad, and I was taking up for her.
You were.
And she disappointed me the most. I hate that.
She should have.
And then Denise, I was never here for Denise. I didn't even know who the hell she was. So
I really believe that Denise and Brittany really are in a tie for the bottom, because I can't stand now one. But Chantel right there with them. Them three right there. They're fake ass SW. Right, they're fake ass SWV. I can't with them. I can't. Like, the newbie that I liked the most was probably Ty. That's the one I like the most.
I agree. I was familiar with Denise because her baby daddy, Lonzo Ball, his family, Ball in the Family, the Ball brothers, they had their show on Facebook that I used to watch a few years ago. And that's how I became familiar with Denise. And she wasn't as vocal on that show. Of course, it wasn't her show. It was their show or whatever. But seeing how she was so focused on being involved in Jackie and Chantel's business, it was very off-putting to me, because you're so new to this show, and if you it's like, read the room. If you're not really seeing the ladies that are close to her like chiming in, trying to get additional details, then why would you? Or read the room and watch how they're asking certain questions. Because honestly, if they ask him questions in a more comfortable way, you got to understand that you're not close with Jackie like that. That's why when they were at the IV shop, Jackie said, what she told her, shut up talking to me or get out my face.
Yep.
You're doing too much. You're doing absolutely too much. And the whole time, what really irritated me as well about Denise as well as Brittany, where are your storylines?
Right.
Y'all attached yourself to Chantel and what her mama has going on. And I don't think that was fair. I mean, that really ain't even fair to Chantel. The way Brittany sat up there and literally projected. Like, Chantel, in my opinion, got in her feelings because of Brittany's projection. So when Jackie said that, I thought I owed Brittany an apology, but I realized I didn't do to her. She got in the middle of my family business. I said 1,000%. That's exactly what Bankrupt did. You're right.
Not Bankrupt, Jesus.
She said Bankrupt.
I just don't. Yeah, I feel like she's become my Ashley Darby.
Oh, girl. That's not.
That ain't no compliment.
That's sure ain't.
It is not.
And you know what? That's honestly how I feel about Mean too. I don't really know her story either. The only thing I know about her is she got a daughter, and she was a play lesbian for Ty. That was the only thing I really got from Ming. I don't really know her background or what she actually does. We didn't see it. Maybe we'll see all of that in 12B. Maybe that's when we'll see what the hell they doing.
Let us
Because
hope.
as of right now, ain't nobody have a storyline. Nobody. And the gag is Jackie really didn't either. I mean, if you want to be honest.
I will say, people may not like this, but Jen's storyline carried the first half.
It did.
And Jackie's carried the rest.
I agree. And T can agree with me, but you know, the first 2 times we did this panel, I was up here saying I can't stand Jen. I ain't never liked Jen. But this season here, I can't say that.
She did annoy me though. She did annoy me with being in the fray while trying to say, well, I don't want to be in the business and I don't really want to say too much.
Yeah, that's
but
really the only
she said grandparents' rights and all of the rest. I see that was when she started to annoy me. I said, Jen, let's not go back.
Right.
Yeah. But for the most part, I didn't drag her.
I didn't
like her for the most part. She ain't bothered me for the most part. But yeah, I do think that Jen storyline kind of carried them at the beginning. And I'll even say that Brandy kind of carried too, because they were all ganging up on her. Most of them were. They were all ganging up on her.
I don't know. I kind of felt like once she gave her knockoff McCormick seasonings, I really didn't see much of her no more. I mean, I get what you're saying, because they was messing with her. I totally get that, but I still would love more from Brandy versus the same old, I don't know what I want to do with Jason, and I got some cooking stuff coming out. I really would love to get more from Brandy. Like, it got to be more going on in your life, sis.
I have to agree, because we've been hearing these issues about Brandy and her marriage for at least 5 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
Same situation. So when Jackie comes to the front and she talks about Brandy messing around or whatever, I actually do believe Jackie when she said that. I do feel like Jackie was deflecting. At first I was, I don't believe, and then Jackie talking about she just saying stuff to get the heat off her or whatever, to keep people from talking to her about her business. But then I thought about it and I said, well, wait a minute. She is separated from her husband.
Right.
So he's done a lot of cheating on you with hundreds of women. So I feel like you would be well within your right to mess with somebody, honestly, truly. So I kind of believe it. Now, whether she's doing anything with Ming,
that's the part I don't
believe that.
That's what I don't believe. Do I think she fucking somebody else other than her husband? Yes. But do I think she fucking with me? No. I don't think.
Why? Was she thought Ty was a handsome, strapping young fella?
That's what she should be. That's who she probably would be fucking. Now she said Ty.
I might
because shit. I'm a whole man and want her to strap me. So I'm just
okay. Don't listen. Same here.
I'm just being honest. Ty's fine as a motherfucker. I don't care what nobody say. Ty's fine as hell to me. Okay. So yeah, but no, I don't believe it's with Ming though. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either. And
if she is fucking around, I don't care. Fuck around as many times as your husband did. Hundreds. Or don't fuck or just leave that motherfucker. I don't know why you still with him.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So do y'all think Brittany and Chantel friendship is really gonna stand the test of time? I mean, Brittany doing a lot. She went after Takari. She came after Masika. Masika ate her ass alive.
Shit, bring Masika to the show. Bring Masika to the show.
That's what I say. Bring Masika.
Did she fucking that spy player? Bring her to
Matt
the show.
Barnes. Remember earlier this year, the baby mama or the wife or whatever she is called her out, had receipts and everything. So I'm like, why not bring Masika back?
Bring Masika on.
And this drama that she got, bring Masika to the show and let's see what this action really finna be given. I would love that. Actually,
baby, I want Masika on my screen. Please bring her back. I want to see her read the fuck out of Brittany.
Yes, I have to agree. I've definitely mentioned the same thing. I feel like whenever some of the ladies would talk, Chantel won't have their back like that for real. So I definitely think that that's going to be an issue at some point where Chantel's gonna feel like, I'm sorry, not Chantel, but you know, Britt's gonna feel like, oh, I've done all this and that, and you haven't returned the favor to me. Like Britt, I'm not gonna label her, I'm not gonna diagnose her because that's not my job. But it's some off with her. But I don't see this friendship standing the test of time, because the same way Britt is doing too much with this Jackie situation, she gonna end up overstepping her boundaries in another area too.
I agree. Because I really feel like Brittany only tagged on to Chantel so she can have something to do on this show.
I agree.
Otherwise, we wouldn't know shit. The same thing with Denise, because we don't know shit about Denise on the show. They both decided we're gonna stick with Chantel, we're gonna rock with her, we're gonna get up in her motherfucking business, and we're gonna make that our storyline. Because Kevin Gates ain't coming to the show
at all.
You really didn't talk about your so-called marriage with him, so it's like, why you here?
She ain't really talk about that son, aside from needing her uncle to watch the baby. What's her name? Denise didn't get into her family life really at all. I mean, why are you here, love?
That's my point.
Like, it's just, yeah, I'm over them. I'm over them. But they can come back just for a little piece. But yeah.
That's how I feel too. Like and Brittany, and the way Brittany just be screaming at people and yelling at people, like I can't take all that screaming. Don't scream in my damn face. Like the way she was screaming at Brandy and talking crazy to her, you could tell. Like there was a time where Brandy would have got up out her seat and tried to lunge at her ass. She must be really growing, because baby, I'm telling you, Brittany screamed at me like that, I would have been came across that table.
You better believe it.
You can't scream at me too long now. You can't do that.
Just a mess. That's why they knew to keep them separated. They knew to keep them far apart.
They knew. Like I came with Brittany, and Brittany is not that whole Muslim shit, that bullshit she was putting on. That shit ain't real, and we all know that it's not. And when Evelyn called her out for it being fake, y'all know I don't fuck with Evelyn at all, but I was here for her when she said that shit, because I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing.
Listen, I was here for her when she told Denise, "Bitch, we tired of you."
She spoke for all of us.
You. Like I said, I never went enough for Evelyn. Don't make me start to do it now.
Okay, because she spoke for everyone when she said that.
I loved it. And did y'all hear Chantel or Brittany really say anything?
No,
they really didn't say nothing. But you so ready to jump to their defense, though.
Just like, did y'all see any of them go and get that Jack attack when she came down there and lied about how she hit her? That was what I said in my review. I said, well, so why did y'all had all that smoke? Why didn't y'all go and do her up then? Especially Evelyn. She better not come down here, because if she do, it's going to be war. And then I said, girl, well, who have you beat since you've been up here? I unless I missed it.
You ain't missed shit. The only thing.
Why would she come down there towards y'all?
Right.
Why would there need to be war for her to come down there? Like, y'all be positioning yourselves to be the enemy when don't nobody even be trying to make y'all the enemy.
Just wanna be the enemy. Like, girl,
just be telling on yourself and your ill intentions. Like,
big head ass.
It's crazy.
But
the only person I really respected and that I can, I think Scotty said, the one that he likes is Ty, because Ty was the only one that was reserved. Like, I'm gonna be neutral. I'm not necessarily picking a side. Now, what Ty did do that I didn't like was when Ty sat up there and said that Jackie was wrong as she was talking to Evelyn. But Jen was really the one that said, I don't know. I haven't gotten Jackie's side. I said, and that's how that go. Get all sides.
That's how you're supposed to do it. Because but I think the problem with Basketball Wives is this: these girls don't be having no storylines. So what they do is they pile up on the people that actually got one, and they make it theirs. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, because I've been seeing that for years now. Evelyn don't talk about her personal life.
Yeah, they use somebody else's story to carry the entire show. I think that's part of why Malaysia was like, I'm gone.
Because she didn't want to talk about her personal life.
But it's okay for her to do it for many years.
But you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because I started not liking Malaysia probably around season 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started not liking her. And after I stopped liking her, I just thought about it. And I was thinking about how everybody used to say Malaysia brought this to the show, Malaysia brought that. But when you really think about it, Malaysia never really had no personal story. I really feel like we don't know shit about Malaysia.
Outside of her baby daddy that she got a divorce from and him not paying, child support, her having to take care of everything, relocating to Atlanta.
That's all we knew. But even when she got the divorce, she didn't really expound much on that either. That season she got the divorce, like all we saw her do was sit there and cry. What kind of man want a woman with 3 kids? That's all we heard her say.
I thought she did say some things about like the spousal support not getting child support, spousal support.
I know she did like later on down the line, but at the time that it was fresh, I don't really remember her talking about it that much. Like, let's see. Who else? Okay, Brandy talked about her cancer a lot, and then she talked about her husband. I guess that is her personal story. As much as it may be annoying to us, that is her personal. Tammy talked about her personal.
She did.
We knew more about Tammy. Shawnee never got into her personal.
Ever. I think the only time we ever really got anything about that was the situation between her and Tammy and Evelyn and all that stuff that happened. I think that was about the only time I ever really.
And Jen saying something because she had pulled up on Jen one time and snapped on her.
Yep.
Right. Jennifer had story at the beginning, like when her and Eric was going through their divorce. Like she showed a lot of that, showed a lot of emotion with that. But I think when she came back to the show, she didn't have much of a story, but they made her their story. When you really think about it, like their beef with her was their story. But she had a story. We knew something. We knew stuff about Jennifer. We didn't know nothing about Susie.
We did.
She'll never come back.
Yeah.
She'll never come back.
We didn't know nothing about Susie. All we knew was that she was the bone carrier. That's all we knew. We didn't know nothing about Susie.
I feel like Jen over time became the Susie. I feel like they used to punk Susie a lot. And then at some point when Susie was no longer on the show, Jen became the punk.
Yep. That's what happened. So a lot of them, they don't never have no story of their own. They always hop in on somebody else, like Cece and Kristen. They had a story. I guess Cece was the one with the story. Kristen just whatever. Right. But they had a story, and then I think OG had a story too, and they all pounced on their stories. They didn't have nothing to talk about. And what I've noticed that they do, and what I've noticed they have done, they always use Jackie. They always use her as their silver bullet every season, so they don't have to talk about their own shit.
Interesting.
Because and I think they've been doing that for a while now. I think around season 6, when they started talking about her relationship with Takari all the time, that's when they really started to try to use Jackie the whole season.
Since you brought up Takari, and this is just me thinking, I'm not saying I know nothing, I'm just thinking, and so y'all hear me out. So y'all know how this situation happened between Chantel and her mom and all that, right? And we know that Takari came out and took up for Jackie in that instance.
Right.
Do y'all think we may have a possibility of maybe seeing Takari film with her mama again? Considering everything that went down between her and Chantel, like, do y'all think in the next season we may get 1 or 2 episodes Takari coming out flying, checking out on Jackie, blah 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 blah? Like, do y'all think we would ever get that?
I will say yes, that's possible. Do I want to see it? No. Okay. And the reason why I say I don't is because I feel like time should be up for Jackie allowing her kids onto this, or her adult kids onto this platform.
I agree.
Because I feel like at some point they become free range, and now that they're within access of the producers, then the producers could potentially get them to have a sit down with this person, and it could shape this whole storyline. Like whatever your daughter said in the interview, we gonna take her word for it. If we see y'all post photos online, for me, that's enough. You know, I don't think that she should bring that onto the show.
Yeah, because her kids have been the topic of discussion for years now. And I don't think, and with Chantel being a damn cast member makes it worse already. So I don't really think they need to bring Takari back. Well, not back, but they don't need to bring her on here. Cause shit, if that's the case, if we gotta constantly have Jackie's kids on here all the time, well, bring Shanice on here then, so we can.
Don't nobody want to see no damn Shanice.
No, I'm saying so we can talk about her whole shit. Let's talk about that.
Okay,
right.
And what JCI got going on, honey.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Evelyn. Let's talk about that since you don't want anybody talking about your daughter. Shout out to Color Me Pink.
I don't know why Jackie I don't know why Jackie don't want to play in the mud with her daughter the way she playing in the mud. See, that'll really shake shit up.
Oh my! I'm so glad you said that, because you know what's so crazy to me about Evelyn is that she always be telling people, "Don't talk about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter." All that shit, and then she goes and say that she don't want nobody talking about her kids or her family and shit like that. Or when somebody else speaks on somebody else's family issues, she tells them, for example, told OG that she need to mind her business when it came down to Kristen and Cece, and she's involving herself. And Shawnee, master splinter looking ass, was up here crying, talking about you don't expose people's families and shit. But look at Evelyn. Every time you turn around, she's jumping up in Jackie's family business.
Thanks.
But you don't want nobody saying nothing about Shanice being a builder whore or whatever Jackie said she was. And you felt like OG was overstepping her bounds with CC and Kristen. But here you go, overstepping yours with Jackie and her daughter. Then you tried to be friends with Chantel.
Exactly. What do you think was the issue that led to what was the issue that got Chantel and Jackie to this place this season? What do y'all think it was for y'all?
Because okay, now that you asked me that, the only thing that I can think of is that they were fine until she got mad with Jackie about the whole Brandy thing. It went downhill from that because she felt like Jackie didn't have her back with Brandy, but you told her not to have your back in that situation. You told her that you can handle yourself with these women. So from the moment Jackie didn't get involved with you and Brandy, now Jackie's a horrible mother.
I agree.
Go ahead, T. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I agree. I feel the same way, because there's no way y'all had this horrible, just downright terrible ass relationship when you moved to LA to be with your mama. You moved into the same damn building as your mama. Like, see, when people try to be like, well, y'all can't discredit her feelings. If my mama did half of the shit that y'all are saying that Jackie did to Chantel, I would not be nowhere around her. I'm not living in your building. You're not just going to be coming to my house like that. I don't even want to chill with you. That'd be the main thing that gets me. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to feel, but that just does not make sense to me.
I agree. I'm wondering, what does having your back look like exactly? Because I feel like that was a lot of the discourse with a lot of people that were giving their opinion about the situation with Jackie and her daughter. I feel like a lot of people weren't watching the show, whereas people that were defending Jackie were more so coming from watching the show.
Right.
And just going off of how things were playing out. But I'm wondering, what does that look like for your mom to have your back when she literally checked this lady in your face and told her, do not call my daughter a child. She has a name. That to me is offering support to you. And you didn't even, what you want her to do? She was even nervous to even say that. So, what does support look like?
I think because Chantel kind of answered that when she said, well, I've seen her flip tables for less.
So you want her
So
to
I
flip a
feel
table.
like that's what, yeah, I feel like that's what pissed her off. She wanted her to do to Brandy what she did to Britt. That's what she wanted her to do. But my thing is,
You
why?
said not to.
You're right. You said not to. So I'm allowing you to have your space to handle these ladies the way you want to. You're grown. She was treating you
Right.
like an adult.
And even if it's like, why would she why would she flip a table because somebody called you a child? Why would a table need to be flipped though? And it just takes me to this place that I feel like Chantel's like to heighten situations.
Right.
When it don't even be that. So I don't know. It could
So
be
do
something
y'all,
so small between you and your mom, but when you get on the phone with your dad, you're probably making it this big old whole
right.
thing, and it's not even that. Like when she
So
got on the phone with Dougie, her little brother, and oh, mom did this and she did that. She barely was doing that because you didn't even want her to say anything about the pictures. You really didn't even want her to come, but you wanted her to come. Like
Right.
she's a confusing child.
That's why I be feeling like she be lying about shit too.
So do y'all feel as though Chantel really is jealous of the friendship that Brandy got with her mama?
I don't even know if that's even it.
I
Like,
don't think it's that. I don't think she's jealous. I don't think it's necessarily jealousy.
I just feel like Chantel wants a reason to be mad because we even said that when we first did this panel this season. Because I think it was because we all said that she act like Jackie annoys her.
Right. I feel like I agree with that. She wants a reason to be mad. But the other thing I would say is that she wants people to. It's giving validation for me. Obviously, there must be something she didn't really get much in her childhood where I feel like, you know how she went to Hawaii and she said, I'm coming to put belt to ass type of situation. I feel like she came on the show in an effort in hopes of sunning somebody or something. And because her mom is the Jackie Christy that's on this show and may feel like she's in charge of the girls because I'm her daughter, at some point they're going to have to bow to me or something like that. Because I'm still confused as to why you needed your mama to do the most, but then you told her not to do the most. Like, you came on the show to try and punk people only for you to end up punking your mama. Well, you really did. You got punked really by your mama. But I don't know. Because she really has been enjoying the fact that it appears as though the group has chosen a side. So I don't know. It's giving something about validation for me.
That's exactly what it is.
Something within that realm of validation. And yeah.
That's exactly what the fuck it is, child. Like she telling them to pick a side and shit. And it's just weird because like just like T said, if you have them type of issues with your mama, then why would you try to work with her on the show? Because let me tell you like this, I don't fuck with one of my grandparents, neither one of my grandmothers. Do you think I'd be trying to do a show with their ass? Hell no.
At all. I'm like most people aren't going to want to be around their parents when they're toxic like that. And moving into a building, like it didn't really come onto the show. Same show as your mama.
That's bound to like for it to be fucked up. Like, you know, it's one thing to do. It's one thing like for the Braxtons, for example. It's one thing for a group of sisters to do a show together, even if they do have problems. I feel like that's one thing. But when you got a toxic relationship with your parents and you want to do a show with them, that's crazy to me. Because just like I said, go ahead.
What did y'all think about the sit downs? Like every time Jackie would offer a sit down to Chantel, like what were your thoughts about that? Y'all feel like Jackie was being
irritating? Once again, Jamie, that shit was annoying because she was not coming for no conversation. She was coming to argue, and it wasn't even about her issue with her. She came in there. So what did you say about Brandy behind her back when he was on the phone with me? What the fuck does Brandy got to do with your relationship with your damn mama? Why are we talking about that?
And then the thing that really pisses me off the most is the hypocrisy that's still on this show. Y'all want Jackie to sit down and have her family business tossed around and be berated by her daughter. But when it's y'all don't want to do the same thing. Y'all don't want to sit and talk about shit that y'all got going on. All of y'all have done that. Brandy's done that. Jen's done that. Evelyn's always done that. Shawnee's always done that. So it was like really annoying me at how they was like, she just don't want to have a conversation. I don't know why. I wouldn't want to have a conversation around y'all hoes either. Because y'all don't care. It'll be one thing if y'all genuinely cared about what me and my daughter had going on and y'all actually wanted to help. Y'all want to be messy.
That's it.
I agree. I also will add that with that whole she don't want to have the conversation. Did y'all notice it was more so they were saying she didn't want to have the they positioned it as though Jackie didn't want to have the conversation at all with her daughter. But Jackie kept saying that she does not mind talking to her daughter. She just was not going to do it in front of the group. And see, this is why I have to go back to that part about Chantel needing to be validated and trying to son people of some sort. Because even when Brandy wanted to talk to her in private, she was like, no, you disrespected me in front of the group. Let's do it in front of the group. Okay, I got that. But with your mom didn't disrespect you in front of the group. You went around talking shit about your mama before your mama didn't participate in any down talking of you with anybody. You did that. But you want to have these conversations in front of everybody because I feel like your goal was to embarrass somebody, whether it was to embarrass Brandy at some point, right? So you could feel like you're that girl and they need to recognize. And then now it's your mom. You wanted to punk her or embarrass her in some type of fashion. You've been saying she kept talking about how she wanted to pretty much release that information about the dad or at least their marriage or whatever. She really wanted to get that off. Her goal was to try to embarrass some damn body so that she could feel validated in who she is as a Christy or something. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything, but if I would fault Jackie on that based on the childhood and whatever that dynamic was with her and her sister or whatever. So, I mean, maybe that comes from your childhood to where you need to do certain antics to punk somebody to feel like you. Because here's the other part. It's so much I want to say, and I could be jumping around, so please forgive me. But like the sister also highlighted the fact, and I think she talked about this in her book, how Chantel was allegedly messing with one of the cousins' man. It's like it keeps going back to that energy of validation of some sort. Like, oh, if you mess with my cousin and if I could get you, then I must look that good too, or I must be that great. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? It's girl, you go get your heart checked. You don't need to be sitting down in a chair talking to Carlos, baby. You need to go be sitting in another chair.
Definitely.
I just got through interviewing with the therapist before we came on here. So yeah, you might need to hit him up.
Okay. She got something going on. And I would fault Jackie for that, but I don't understand people having conversations and not wanting to include Doug Christie in that as well.
Thank you.
That doesn't make sense.
I was going to say.
Because how you only mad with Jackie? Where was Doug in?
Right.
And we like to drag men all the time. Me and this, me and that, me and this, me and everything. But when it's time to actually fault a man for his presence or lack thereof, people want to act like, oh, well, y'all know how it go. He was away. He was working. I don't give a fuck about that. Women don't get the opportunity to pick and choose. He married her. That's his child and his children. And he knew how she showed up with the oldest child. He still chose to marry her. So he will be held accountable. Even Chantel did when she came on Basketball Wives years ago, when I think it was Laura that asked her, do you fault your dad? And she said, yeah, because he wasn't always available to me. And I feel like my mom was putting that wedge in front of us and he allowed it. I'm glad you said that he allowed it. So a lot of what you went through was because he allowed it. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry. I don't necessarily think Jackie did a wedge between none of his kids and him. I don't know why I feel that way about Jackie, but I honestly just don't. Now, is she wacky? Yes, she is. And she got some shit with it? Yes, she does. But do I feel as though she felt the need to be in competition with her children, with her husband? I don't necessarily get that. But then again, Jackie was mixed up back in the gap, considering what she had going on with Takari and everything. So could there have been a lesser judgment somewhere in there when it came to that? Perhaps. But I don't necessarily want to put all and here's the thing. Another thing that gets me is how people feel like y'all just fans of Jackie and y'all don't want to believe. First and foremost, I believe every word of what Chantel said that Jackie did to Takari in season 2. I believe every word of that. Like I can't stand the fact that people feel like because we feel as though Chantel got what she deserved, that somehow means we're saying that Jackie is the perfect mama and she never did anything and this, that thing, and the other. No, I just don't feel as though she did that much to Chantel for Chantel to be up here carrying on the way she's carrying on. If it was Dakari, I believe it. But for her, I'm sorry. I don't see her being a stone cold monster and tyrant to her yellow cherry. Let's just call it thing a thing.
Her yellow cherry.
Well, we gotta call it thing a thing. We do. We gotta call it thing a thing.
She said her yellow cherry.
Well, it's the truth because her yellow cherry didn't get treated like that. They got everything in the world that they wanted, and I feel like the only thing that they can really complain about is Jackie being overbearing. I totally see that. In my opinion.
I see Chantel, in my personal, becoming the woman she does not like.
I do too.
You didn't like that your mom put you in modeling and did all of these things and you had to be perfect, but you go and put your child who's not even one yet in modeling.
Doing the same thing you said your mama did. You doing a lot of shit that she... Girl, I think that was either Jamie or Color Me Pink. It was one of y'all. But one of y'all was saying all the things that she hate about her mama, she doing the same shit that her mama be doing.
She sure is.
You said that your mama put you in modeling and shit, you doing the same thing with your child. You say that Jackie is manipulative, you are manipulative too.
Very.
Like, your mama married a basketball player, you went and did the same thing.
Like, girl.
Your mama got 2 baby daddies, so do you.
Ooh, child.
And they saying that he took, I don't know if it's true or not, but they saying that she's still fighting for custody of that little girl.
I thought she had custody. She just couldn't. Because remember, the judge wouldn't allow her to relocate with the baby, but the judge gave her permission to relocate with the baby. But what she's fighting for, from my understanding, is to be able to have her presence shown on television or something like that. Like, it's certain things he's like, no, a hard, kind of like on some Martell type stuff, like hard stop. No, my kids can't be seen on TV and all of that type of stuff. So that's...
Do you blame him for it, considering everything that's going on?
I don't know. I kind of, I don't know. If the child is interested in doing that, I hate it for her if her dad is like, absolutely not. You know, if she wants to try that, but I don't know. Because also I feel like some part of that just rubs me the wrong way. I mean, granted, it is his child as well, but him having the control to shut it down, and I don't feel like he's doing it in the true protection of the child, but more so in spite of, just to get back at the mama. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't really like that, right? But yeah. And can I also say, when you ask that question, I'm also thinking about when Chantel was in the hotel room with Jackie, and she says, look at how you're looking as a mom. You as a mom, this, that, and the other. And it's like, but you walking around like you ain't no mama. Like you wasn't just chasing your mama down, cussing her out and all this, because you came down there to put belt to ass, right? As if your daughter's not going to become privy to this. Because whether the guy is stopping this baby from being shown on TV, he may be saving her from any things the kids may say in school, but at the same time, she's still gonna be affected because that's her mama on there showing her ass like that. Like the same thing you want, the same way you want Jackie to show up as a mom, maybe you should consider how you're showing up as a mom. Because in all honesty, you're more of a role model to your child than Jackie is to you. Because Jackie, like, I raised my kids. You got to still raise yours. So, yeah.
And you also got to remember, a lot of the times, the things you do to your parents will wind up being 10 times worse when you become a parent. And Chantel, I promise you, you would not want your daughter running around down here, running around town, disrespecting you, allowing your friends to disrespect you, getting on camera, disrespecting you, cussing you out, calling you all kind of bitches and hoes, calling you Jackie. That's why your kids hate you and your husband finna leave. You wouldn't want your son or your daughter up here doing that. So you better watch out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So let's get down to the bottom of this. This whole situation between, well, the altercation between Chantel and Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know who's I say who's sad. Whose side are y'all on when it comes to the infamous punch that was heard all around the world? Do y'all feel as though Jackie was very much so justified, or do y'all feel as though Jackie went just a little bit too hard and she shouldn't have did that on national television?
For me, I'll say this. I will say that I think they both could have handled the situation much differently. In my opinion, I feel like when Jackie told her to leave, she should have just left. I feel like when Jackie kept talking, I was like, it's not necessary. You don't have to keep talking. Okay. When she came back in, it was a situation to me that was like, you want this.
Right.
You want this energy and whatever comes with it. So when Jackie stands up to get past you, because Jackie didn't touch her. And even if it was a slight touch, which I don't believe it wasn't one to harm her. It was one to get past her because she wants you out her room. The way that you pushed your mom like a bitch on the street, because people also feel like she was a terrible mom, so don't look at Jackie as a mom. Okay, great. We won't do that. So since the bitch on the street just pushed me, I'm gonna knock this.
You better believe it.
At that point.
You better believe
if you want to look at it, so since we can't say you pushed your mom or anything, then we can't say you punched your daughter. It's just two bitches, okay? So you do get what it was a reaction to an action, and your action was to push her, and so she punched the fuck out you. And then you want to run downstairs and cry. Say what?
And you were asking for it because the lady asked you to leave and you wouldn't leave. Then she tried to walk you to the door. You put your hands on it. Then she slapped fire out of your ass and you can't take it. Then when you went back downstairs, you said, she put her hands on me. She put her hands on me. Then after she did put her hands on you, you're going to say, it's done. It's over, girl. I don't give a fuck. It was over before she did it. Like,
but you know, can I also add that I have to fault Chantel 1000% in my book, because when you go upstairs and Jackie's trying to talk to you, you say, I think we've already done that. There's nothing else to talk about. I just came up here to tell you moving forward, there won't be moving forward. Why did you come up here, baby?
Right.
That's a text message.
Right.
You did not have to come up here and then want to leave once you got up there after you said what you said. So her whole goal has been to embarrass and to hurt somebody else. And maybe that's how she's felt on the inside, and she wants to inflict that pain onto others. But it just was not, it wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. Like, so you are the reason in my personal as to why things played out the way that they did.
Yeah.
Because a person with a toxic parent not going to be around a toxic parent.
Jamie, it wasn't about that scene alone. Jackie knew where this could go. That's why she kept walking away. She told her and the others to stop over and over. Chantel provoked. I see that shit too, honestly.
I don't know if Jackie knew where it could go to where she'll put her hands on her. Because keep in mind, Chantel said that she hasn't done this before. She said she never did this before.
I'm thinking what they mean by that is that she knew what they were trying to do as far as the show goes.
Yeah,
I just took it as she didn't want to talk about her business, period, around y'all.
And it can totally be that too.
I mean, you could be right, though.
It might be that too, because I said this on my review. Now I understand what Nene would say when her and Cynthia were beefing that first time they fell out. And she was like, I'm not going to sit here and talk about my friendship with people who could give a shit about my friendship with you. I used to get mad when she said that.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy how when you get older, you think about things in a different light than you did before. And it's like, when that was going on, I was probably 25, 26 when that season was out. I'm not going to sit here and talk about my friendship with a bunch of people that could give a shit. And I thought she was an asshole for saying that type of shit. But now that I'm older, Jackie, right. I don't want to talk to my daughter in front of y'all. Y'all don't give a fuck.
Facts. And, you know, seeing the aftermath really made you see even more why she wouldn't even want to talk in front of y'all. Because no matter how the conversation is going and all of y'all have witnessed both sides of everything, y'all still figured out a way to make everything be Jackie's fault.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they've been doing the whole show. Your daughter, your daughter, your daughter. Meanwhile, the viewers, some of them, people that ain't really been watching but tuned into just the fight, are like, don't say her mother, don't say her mother. That's all they've been talking about on the show. That's crazy. Do y'all think Jackie had anything to do with Chantel being a cast member? Absolutely.
Yeah. She just didn't know it was gonna go. She just didn't think it was. She probably didn't think it was gonna go down like this, though.
Right. Because see, I always felt like Jackie, in my opinion, I felt like Jackie felt comfortable with having her up there just in case she need a backup. That's what I always felt. And I was like, I mean, okay, you know, maybe they're not going to do too much with Jackie because her daughter's there. So that's the way I was thinking. I said, okay, well, maybe it won't be too hard of a season for Jackie. But as it turns out, girl, you got the Satan spawn, and she the one who kicked all that shit off of you and then tried to get them to kick you off your own show. Talk about something, well, it don't matter. She's gone and I'm here now. What?
Now, I feel like that's a good point. I do agree with that, you know, as for Jackie to have backup. But I also feel like the reason Jackie did this, when I look at the fact that Chantel is trying to put her child into the modeling industry and Chantel marrying a basketball player, I feel like Chantel may have wanted a bit of the limelight. Even with her wanting her daughter to film and the daddy saying no, I feel like she wanted a bit of limelight. And Jackie, who has a seat at the table like that, right? I feel like she may have, when maybe having a conversation with Chantel was open to being on the show. Jackie may have extended that opportunity to her in the effort to better their relationship with each other, potentially. Like, we're on good terms. I want to keep this going. You may have felt like I haven't done things for you. Let me give you this leg up. Let me bring you onto the show. Never expecting it to be this type of thing. So I think it may be a little bit of both, bettering the relationship with my daughter, but then also, you know, at least I'll have somebody on the show that'll have my back. And whole time it was giving up.
Well, Jackie, you learned a very valuable lesson at your old age. The child that you put all your faith in and you got the most for and you show the favoritism for, usually be the ones that'll break your heart and let you down the most. The most. So you learned a very valuable lesson, Jackie, because you spent years making your yellow churn above your chocolate child. And now look what happened. So to the people who be like, you just on Jackie Nuts, no, I'm not. I do not fool with a lot of what Jackie's done, especially when it comes to her kids. I've always said that.
Yeah,
I've always said that. So don't get me wrong. Yeah, I feel like Jackie did bring a lot of this stuff on herself. But was Jackie wrong for popping her in her face? No, she wasn't. By any means. I don't care how mad I was ever at Joyce, may she rest in peace. She made me hot several times. One thing I never got in my head was to push her, shove her, shoulder bump her. None of that shit. I just walked away. I ain't got no time for this, and I go.
Baby, let me tell you about me and Tracy. Tracy would piss me the fuck off as an adult when I was back home. Like, me and Tracy would scream and yell, and baby, I would walk out the house before I ever thought about putting my hands on her. She'd be like, "Where do you think you going?" Out. Just leave me alone. Just go. Mama, leave me alone now. You said what you had to say. I said, look, bye. I'm gone. I'm gonna take a walk.
And it was mostly the moms that are moms themselves that was trying to give Jackie a hard time. And I said, excuse me, let your child push you. It did come and talk to me.
As much as Evelyn don't want nobody talking about her daughter, she definitely would swing down on Shanice.
Sure would.
I swear
if she ever thought.
So speaking of these, because y'all know Ming went on an apology tour. Now, some people was here for Ming's apology. Other people was like, girl, fuck you, because you knew what was going on and you was still trying to play around. Shout out to Color Me Pink. But for me, and this just me, I can appreciate Ming for saying, you know what, Jackie, I get it. And I went off of what she said, and I finally sees what happened now. My bad, Jackie, I'm sorry. Like, did y'all agree with Ming's apology, or do y'all feel as though she just shouldn't have never said anything? Because there's a lot of people who just still don't give a damn about her.
I think the way Chantel brought it to them, anybody would have thought what Ming, would have felt the way Ming felt. If you brought it to, like, if somebody would have brought some shit to me and would have been like, my mama beat me up, my mama did. Of course, the first thing I would think, why would your mama put hands on you like that? If you don't know the whole story. So I think it's a little different with her watching it back, because they didn't see that shit yet. So they watching it back and they see it and they like, oh, now I understand what happened. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I feel like for me, better late than never. That's what they say. So I appreciate her for giving that apology, but can I also say that Ming also has a toxic mama? I believe she even mentioned that. So after watching things back, I think that Ming realized, like, you know what, my mama get on my nerves, okay, right? But I'm not gonna do that, and I think that is what made Ming like change her mind and be like, you know what, yeah. After seeing how the show played out, I was wrong. I need to mind my business a little bit more than what I did. So I feel like she could kind of relate from that toxic mom situation, even though they do seem like they're closer, but I don't know, because we haven't seen enough of her. We only saw her in that one episode sitting down with Ty, right? But yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest and say this, and my mother has told me I can say it publicly. My mama don't give a fuck. She told me I could say it, because she's texted me this and said it. But my mother wasn't raised by her mother. I think I told y'all this before. My grandmother gave birth to my mother in Chicago, brought her down to Mississippi at 6 weeks old, left her with her grandmama, and never looked back. And I'm bringing this up to say that she never raised my mom, but when they would bring my mom to Chicago for the summers, my grandmother would beat my mom to a bloody pulp every summer. And it continuously happened. And my mother would tell them, my mom's beating me when y'all send me up north. My mom, they didn't believe her. Up until one day, my mother turned 17. It was the summer before she was going to senior year in high school. They seen it with their own two eyes. And from that moment, my mother put her hands on her mom. They talked about how my mom beat her own mama up. And I said all that to say, my mama did that before and don't agree with Chantel.
Well, see, your mom was warranted, because this is what I also said. If Jackie would have hauled off and just got up and hit Chantel, and Chantel would have defended herself, I would have been on Chantel's side, right? And it's different when you have your parent physically hitting you, harming you. You gonna defend yourself, period. So I don't think your mom did anything wrong. Like,
yeah.
I ain't mad with it. Like I said, I wasn't raised by my maternal mama. Joyceanne is really my great aunt, and I can't stand my maternal mama. I can't. Scotty know that. I got up here and drunk her several times. But would I get mad enough at her to ever put my hands on her? No, I wouldn't. Even though I'm pissed with her, if it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. So it's like I hold that into a regard where it's like, yeah, I may say whatever to you, but I ain't gonna put no hands on you. And I wouldn't allow nobody else to put their damn hands on you too. I wouldn't allow none of my friends to disrespect you. I wouldn't allow none of my friends to cuss you out. I wouldn't allow none of my friends to act like they finna fight you. I wouldn't do none of that shit that Chantel did. And I really can't stand my real mama. I can't. And I still would not let her go through that, nor would allow my friends to go through that. Hell no. Because what would that make me look like?
Right. 1000%. Yeah. Like I couldn't even really smack my lips, roll my eyes good enough for my mom. Like, what you say? Come here. What did you say? So I would never like ever. And you know what? With my close friends, like, even if I don't like, and I've never experienced this, thank God, but even if there's a situation where they mom was super toxic or whatever the case is, I am not, as a friend, in my opinion, going to jump into the beef of a mother and a daughter.
Yeah, I don't.
My job is to be here and to support you, not to fracture it even more. And I'm damn sure not going to project My dynamics, whether it's with my dad and I, like I'm not gonna project that onto you. Like I'm just not gonna do that. My job here is to support you. I'm not supposed to be causing no discourse between you and your family unless you're getting assaulted or something like that, and I need to jump in or something. But like, no, because when the family get cool, the family gonna paint you out to be the bad person. Like I don't know. Brittany just be overstepping her boundaries. And at the end of the day, it just has nothing to do with. I understand you might want to have your friends back because some people convince themselves that whatever Britt did, she wasn't wrong, right? But I mean, I think she was wrong. Like it has nothing to do with you. At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with you.
And that's why I feel like Chantel is playing a dangerous game when it comes to Brittany, because Brittany wants to trauma bond. That's her issue. And I always got an issue with people that trauma bond, because to me, that shit just not real. She's scared to say what she got to say to her mama. So she's going to give your mama every damn thing that she wants to give to her mama. I can't get with that. I can't get with that. Like Brittany just does way too much. She's way too heavily invested. And I really feel like she does need to get off the show. She another person that need to go and sit down to the lady with the glasses and lay down on her damn couch. Intensive.
I agree. And as a mom, I just feel like you over here being so concerned about the dynamic of that mother-daughter relationship. You need to be concerned about how your son is going to view you. Right, as you get older and stuff. So
the people told me, and I want y'all to get me together if I'm wrong about this, because I don't know if it's true or not. But the people told me that Brittany's mom is raising her kids, like now.
Oh, really? I thought the baby I thought Brie only had one child, which was the son. That's what I thought, and I thought he was with his dad.
I heard that her child was with her mama. That's what I heard.
I thought her mom was trying to get custody. So did she get the custody?
Maybe she did, which still makes me confused as to why Brittany is giving her mama all of this, because she's raising your child. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you that you can't raise your child? But your mama is a bag full of bitches.
Bridget need to mind her own goddamn business. That's really what it boiled down to. Girl, mind your own.
That's crazy. But Britt came on the show trying to have a beef with somebody. First it was Evelyn. Evelyn wouldn't give it to her. So she went around trying to find a person that she could attach herself to make herself more relevant for this show. Because she left the show so abruptly last season that she's trying to put her footing into this so she don't have to go back to OnlyFans while she's sitting over there trying to talk about Evelyn.
Child, I Masika too while you're at it, because she brought that up to Masika.
Child, I would have rather Josiah came back besides her.
No shade, me too.
Oh, really?
No shade.
She ain't my favorite.
I would rather neither just be on the show, honey. I wasn't crazy about Josh Steele. I was like, why is she here?
I wasn't crazy about her either. I promise you, I wasn't crazy about
why? She from the SIP. Y'all supposed to go up for one another.
It's a lot of motherfuckers from the SIP I don't like. You better go on with that. Soldier Boy actually from Mississippi himself. I don't like him.
Is it?
He's from Batesville, actually. He from Batesville, Mississippi is where he really from. I don't know that. Child, don't let these people fool y'all. A lot of these motherfuckers be from Mississippi and don't want to tell y'all shit.
That I believe.
I
thought that we forgot he was from Chattanooga, honey, but it's okay. A-Town.
So a lot of people sent me Ty's live, Instagram live, promoting her YouTube channel. And Brandy came on. And a lot of people were saying that they also owe Jack Attack an apology. Now, Ty was saying, I really don't owe her nothing. And I agree with Ty. I agree with that in my thing, too. I said, I don't feel like Ty owe her nothing. But Brandy, you most definitely owe your friend, sister, an apology. Yes, you do. Because Brandy, you was really getting on my nerves. You was starting off good, and then you started drinking the Kool-Aid like everybody else.
Yeah.
And running back telling Evelyn what you done heard about Chantel and all of the rest of this shit. So I'm sorry, Brandy. You most definitely owe your friend an apology.
I agree.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree.
It's okay that y'all didn't have all the details. It's okay. Now, it's very possible that these ladies still feel how they feel even after seeing the footage, which may be why they haven't given an apology.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they felt like Jackie was still wrong.
I would rather them just stand on how they really feel versus getting out here being fake about it. That's what
Very true. Very true.
Because one thing about it, if I ain't sorry, I ain't apologizing. So, but people call me stubborn for that. Oh yeah, they did. Ming did say people unfollow. Some of the folks on the cast unfollowed her too after the apology.
Why?
I wonder who from the cast unfollowed her.
Why they unfollow me?
Probably Evelyn.
Yeah, probably.
For sure. Brandy, maybe.
Let me see.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the type of shit I don't like either. She's grown. She felt like she wronged somebody and she apologized. Why are y'all mad? She didn't come out here and down y'all. She didn't come out here and throw y'all under the bus. She took accountability for her actions. Why are y'all unfollowing me? See, I don't like that.
Evelyn still follows her so far.
Brandy does too. I just looked at Brandy's.
So maybe it could have been the whack 3, the bottom 3.
Could have been.
The bottom 3 probably unfollowed her.
I could see it because I think they felt like she was going to be on their side because she's.
I thought she was going to be on their side too because she was a newbie. I thought she was going to be on their side too, but she wasn't.
Evelyn finna had that same talk with bottom Renner when she the same way she had that talk with Denise. We sick of you, bitch. They're gonna have that same conversation where she's gonna be hollering at her. So she's not following Evelyn. Britt's not following Evelyn. I'm sorry, she's not following Ming. She don't follow Evelyn, so I'm sure she about don't follow none of the old heads. Yeah, she don't follow none of them.
Brittany is freaking whack. Brittany is whack, and I know Jack Attack is so pissed she didn't get the chance to whoop her ass like she was supposed to.
Jackie is the reason why Brittany came back to the show. If you watch her interview with Carlos King, I think that's what she said. She got her back on the show.
Jackie was one of the first people. Did she sit down with her to talk to Jackie in her first
she was.
Yeah.
And Jackie told her to just have an honest talk with Evelyn, and she didn't even know Evelyn was going to come to her with an apology. And you over there throwing shade and walking off and stuff. Child, that's crazy. And not Jackie helping people getting on the show, and then they turn around and flip against you. Lady, I wouldn't have my hand out to help neither one of you bitches ever again.
So somebody says Brittany and her mom get along. She's just faking the funk. I seen a video of Brittany talking to her mom and telling her how much she loves her mom.
Somebody sent that to me too and said she did an interview where she was praising her mom, but then now she over here talking about how toxic her mom is.
Lies.
So I don't know.
Lies.
I don't know.
Just a liar. Just lies. Makes no sense to lie like that.
So while we closing it out because we is past our hour, what are y'all expectations for season 12 be? Lord Jesus.
I don't got none really.
I really don't because I feel like they finna drag this Jackie and Chantel thing for some more.
And then they're gonna have a final sit down at the end of the season of Jackie and Chantel, and Jackie's still gonna get up and walk off. So yeah. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't have no expectations, honestly.
Maybe more Evelyn versus Brittany, maybe. I don't know. It's crazy how Jennifer and Evelyn are coexisting all of a sudden.
I feel like
that's weird.
Huh?
I feel like they may be making them do that.
Possibly. Because now the focus is all on Jackie. I could see the expectation, one of them would be for Jen to continue to be in the middle because she don't want no beef with nobody. But I also could see the big 3 turning into Evelyn, what's her name? Ming and Brandy against the bottom 3. And then I see Ty continuing to be neutral throughout the whole situation. The only one Jackie will likely film with, along with Jen.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be discourse with the other ladies.
I can see it.
Yeah, because Jackie seems to really like Ty.
Yeah. But Jackie was wrong as hell for having that conversation at Jen's premiere and with Ty. As soon as Ty asked about Chantel, she said, "I'm gonna go get something to eat," and she never came back. I thought that was crazy. I said, "Now, Jackie, you know you're wrong for that, girl."
Yeah, now I will agree with that. Jackie, if you really don't want these people in your business, don't go asking them about theirs. Just shut up, girl. Talk about your talk show and what you got going on with that. That's what you do.
If the talk show ever comes to fuck out.
Not speaking of talk show, and her daughter finna go sit down on somebody else's.
A child.
Well,
but you know, Carlos love the mess.
Maybe it's different when you ain't talking to your mama.
Right. He love the mess, and you know I'm gonna be tuned in.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in too. They say it come out tomorrow.
It do, and I'm off work to be right here in this bed with my feet.
Child.
Oh, girl, Jamie. I know we still on camera, but Jamie, Sakina said something about. Did they open a new? Did Kelly open up her new restaurant yet? Because Sakina said something to me about it, honey, and she said something about going.
Yep, she did.
You been?
I have not been. She just made the announcement, I think, over the weekend.
Where is it at? Up there
Sandy Springs, off Roswell Road.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to tell you when we go, because Sakina texted me yesterday saying she wants to go when we come back from New Orleans, and I said okay.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all coming back from New Orleans? Tink waffles.
We want to see her. Listen, remember now, me, Jamie, and Aaron went to the Lanithia.
We did.
Which I had a ball. I don't know about them. But
don't worry, it ain't here no more. I was alright, child.
I got so motherfucking drunk. That's probably why I had a ball, because I was drunk as fuck. So I had a ball. But we might need to make that a trip. The three of us, probably Aaron too. I asked him to go too, because he'll probably go. So the four of us could go, because Sakina did want to go, but she wanted to go next week. But I said, girl, we're gonna be in New Orleans. So
and I'm going to hold on, what's next week? Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm going to some little festival thing with my homegirl next Saturday. So that won't work either way. And then I do got some on the 16th, but I'm gonna send it to you. And that's So I'm really like, my Saturdays for this month is booked up, because y'all know this is my birthday month. So
period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, honey. I'm here for it too. I was gonna ask you doing something for your birthday.
What? Isn't Malaysia gonna be on Love and Hip Hop talking to Gummy? That's what I heard, Mr.
Yeah, she is gonna be on there talking to Bambi. She is gonna be on there. Because I don't think Malaysia. Yeah, because I don't think Malaysia likes her man.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Vale don't either.
Nah, I don't think they're together no more, right? I think they broke up.
Yeah, they done broke up.
I heard that.
So that's another thing too. I know we about to end this, but Love and Hip Hop need to have reunions again.
That's the only thing why I don't have no interest in reviewing it.
They need to have reunions again, because all the shit that has happened, they need a reunion. I really need to see Yandy and Rashida like hash that shit out, because they ain't had not one scene together yet since this new season started, and I'm waiting.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it true what the neighborhood talk saying about how Felonices kept referencing his dick when it came down to Kirk?
Yeah, he said Kirk is obsessed with his dick. That's what he said.
Who said that? Mendici?
Mendici said that. Because he said Kirk keeps speaking on his dick all the time. That's his words, not mine. He said
that. See, listen, I'm going to be real with you. I believed what that girl said about Felonices being in the club, talking to the other ladies.
I believe it too.
I believe every word of that, because he was already saying he wasn't wearing his ring, and he didn't have no intentions of finding it.
Did you see this last episode yet?
I haven't.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is this: they pretty much confirmed and admitted that he was out here talking to other women, and the voice memos were real, and they already dealt with it. They just didn't want to deal with it on the show. All this shit been happening. So yeah, that's basically what Yandy was saying. And Cole, we already dealt with this. That's what she said.
So that's why she said it was her. So it wasn't her. That was me, baby. Wipe your tears. So that was her.
Mm-hmm. She said
or
the
at
voice
least
memos
that was
were
him.
leaked. I don't know how the voice memos got leaked, but she said they already talked about it. They already went through it, and now they're reliving it again because it's in a blog.
Tasha K had them voicemails. I think the girl hit Tasha up.
See?
But see, here's my thing, the trash can Yan. Every other nigga on this show done got busted out for sticking their dick in other hoes than their wives or their girlfriends. What made you think Felinici's storyline was going to be any different? Y'all already not giving anything. See, when I found out that y'all was here, I said, for what? They're not giving nothing.
That's why I, for me, have not always been a fan of Yandy, because she always liked to act like she is good. Yep. She's been doing that since Love and Hip Hop New York, when his other baby mama was clocking the tea and how they had a shared apartment with their name on it and everything. Yandy always tried to position herself like she was better than, she the power of attorney, I'm in control, he don't want you. And the only reason he was possibly faithful was because he was locked up for 5 years, like if that. But you know, prison men be having more women than the ones out.
Men too. I know a couple of them trying to get me to green dot their ass and wouldn't.
Not green dot.
And cash out and wouldn't.
Oh, Freak said if Yandy would be more truthful, then people will relate to her. Do y'all agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about as to why I wasn't rocking with her. She likes to paint this perfect picture like everything is all good and great. You know, I don't know how many times, Yandy, like, listen, I be trying not to say it. What's up, Tammy? I be trying not to say it, but it's giving fraud. Like, girl, y'all came down here on some Black Lives Matter and we ain't seen y'all doing nothing. Came and went. Hey, Portia. Came and went, child. But
listen, I need to see it, because I need to see these two fake hoes, Yandy and Rashida, go at it. I just need to see it.
Me too, Shaq, because the whole scene fake.
Really? Y'all want to see them go at it?
I want to see it because Yandy been talking shit to Spice about Rashida. Rashida was talking shit about Yandy.
But is it supposed to happen though? On this season, they showed a preview of it.
That's the thing. I didn't even see no preview of them going back and forth in the trailer. I'm just saying they ain't had no scene yet together. They just in scenes with other people talking shit about the other one. So it makes me feel like either Rashida, because she good for doing it. I don't want to fan with her. I don't want to fan with her. I don't want to fan with her. You know, she good for doing that. So
I don't know. I don't know if Salt Lake City, when it's returning, but I'm ready for it to return. I'm ready. Hopefully it returns by the end of September, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, they started, I think, during Atlanta, during the reunion, they had showed they had a little commercial and it said coming soon or something. So it's real soon.
Salt Wives is the bigger Housewives franchise, in my opinion.
Baby, they coming up.
I didn't watch it. Even though I haven't watched since that third season, and it felt like I was forcing it then, and I didn't watch it. Although T was telling me, you told me and T told me that I needed to watch it, and it's just like I'd be like,
Last season was good because I fell off maybe a season or two as well.
Me too.
But I hopped in last season, and it was like, when I tell you, it was not a single episode was a miss.
Right.
If it was a filler, it didn't even give filler. Like when I tell you,
I will say this: I did watch your reviews on it, Jamie. I did watch your reviews on it.
Oh, well, thank you.
I did. I watched you and T's reviews on it, and if I'm not mistaken, I looked at Color Me Pink's reviews on it too. So I did watch our reviews on it. I just didn't watch the show.
Gotcha. Well, you might still be caught up though. I know Mary and what's her name? Mary and Angela. I think they're having a little friction right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, but it was good. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
And Mary became the breakout star. Who would have ever thought?
Who? Mary.
Because I started off not liking her, but I fell in love with her after this last.
Me and Color Me Pink was always here for Mary.
Yeah.
I won't hear for her. From
He did
season
not
one,
like
I was
Mary.
not here for her.
You didn't like Mary?
Not by
You
any
like
means. I
Mary.
could not stand her.
Oh my God!
I
Why did
feel like
I lean back like that? I'm still sore from that stupid
Lisa
ass
Barlow.
visit. Shit.
Oh, I
Lisa
ain't like
Barlow,
her
I
for
don't.
season one.
It's been her, and it's kind of been Heather a little bit for me. Meredith used to be my fave, but Meredith pissed me off so bad last season. I'm sick of Meredith.
She made me pissed too. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just like, yeah, but it's a good show though.
She made me mad too last season. I ain't gonna lie.
But y'all know y'all was trying to get me to watch it too that season that Monica was on there, and y'all were like, "You need to watch it, Scotty. You need to." I'm like, oh.
I watched some of it. I think I went back after it was like everybody was like later in the season, and I went back and watched some episodes and stuff. So yeah. I didn't see what the big issue was about Monica. I said, bring her back. Y'all need conflict on this show. Call them hoes out. Y'all the ones that was running, telling her all y'all business behind these private pages. And once she exposed it, y'all want to get mad. Be mad at y'all. Y'all all sit around and talk about each other. And now that she over here and she can expose what y'all really be saying, now it's a problem.
Jamie loves the villains. That's what I've noticed.
You know what?
You love the villains, baby. You love them. I've noticed that.
I think I have. You know, I think it's more so like just unpopular opinion. Like maybe
you do.
Yeah.
I noticed that early on in our friendship. I'm like, this motherfucker here like the bad guys. I noticed that.
Like Letitia.
Girl,
I'm not a fan of her.
I told you and the T already, so
yes.
we ain't even gonna go there.
Listen,
on camera.
The reason why I had a big issue with Monica Garcia is because the page that her and her other friend Tanisha was running followed me on Instagram. They followed me on Instagram, and I remember when they showed that shit, I said, "Wait a minute, she followed me." That's what made me go back and review the show. Honestly, I reviewed the reunion with that season that Monica was on because I stopped.
Tanisha followed you.
Yeah. Her and Andrew, they followed me from that Reality Vontae's page. I said, "What?"
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean now.
That's what made me come back and watch it and review it. I said, "I know you lying. Keep me up out y'all shit."
But it's just like with the Housewives of Orange County. Like I always been on and off with them too. You know, my mother had me watching Orange County, but I never never watched them consistently. I did watch it a lot when Gretchen was there. I think she's back now.
She is. When she got that drink tossed on her ass, I was gonna review it because of that.
Oh, not I have a drink tossed on her. Oh
you better believe I was so hot when I saw that shit. I was gonna click my button.
I'm gonna have the new season dropped for them. I remember watching last year when Shannon was dealing with the stuff with the ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, it just started. I think they're on their third episode. They just started.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where I've been in Love Island. I'm coming out of Love Island.
Did y'all do? I may be the only one up here that watched that. Do y'all watch Divorced Sisters?
I don't.
I just binge watched that the other day.
What you think, girl? What you think, girl?
I like it, but it is predictable, though. I have to say, it is very predictable. Baby, for him to end it on that note at the hospital, the baby need blood. I said, oh.
The baby needed blood. I think I saw that, and he want the daddy, right?
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know if he the daddy yet, but
I think I saw that.
Girl,
because I said no.
Real suspicious.
I said no. What the baby gonna do? That's what caught me up.
If I would have known y'all was watching it, I would have been doing reviews with y'all.
I had thought about reviewing it too. I thought about it. I'm not gonna hold you.
I just so happened to watch the latest episode because people told me about it. And that's what I saw. And I said, what the baby gonna do?
It's so good.
Listen. I have to know what y'all thinking about not Myron. That's the pastor's assistant. But what y'all think about the pastor though?
He gay. I don't care. He gay.
That's not right.
That pastor's a sissy. I don't care what nobody says.
Because they speaking in codes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the eye movement, the way he be looking at him, and I'm like, what is going on?
Well, you know what killed me is when Naomi was like, how long have y'all been fucking? Then baby, I holler. Girl, I was in this bed screaming.
Naomi is unhinged, and I need her to get her life. Like, why would you show up to the hospital showing your ass? And I'm like, did she? I said it had to be a method to the madness as to why she went up there and showed her ass. Did she get a key up off of him? What happened?
Right, because she showed her ass. And you know what else is getting on my nerves?
What?
Tiffany, you just met Javon. Stop trying to throw your panties at him.
I agree.
Geneva, be real. Why you treating Tiffany like that? Just say you fuck that nigga and you want to fuck him again. Just say that. And I believe her husband knows she fucked him too. I just believe he do. I believe he
So, when I tell you he be lay up, it's giving lay up. He be laying her right on up to that man.
Yeah, because when she walked up in on that last episode, and he was up in there cooking.
Yes, I thought.
And that whole conversation with them innuendos, he was like, I won't be able to see that beautiful face when you get a taste of this juicy meat. And I was like, then the husband say, let me get it. And then he ate some of the meat, and then he was like, it's juicy. He was like, I'm like, oh.
It's crazy.
And when she started putting her hair to the back of her ear while he was talking about saying somebody's gonna be hot or some shit like that, then she started putting her hair in the back of her ear. I'm like, this bitch getting turned on.
Listen, for him to invite them onto the damn trip to Italy, like, that makes no sense. Like, that's crazy. Well, really, he invited himself.
Right.
But the husband's not gonna shut him down. I feel like that should be the time for y'all to have alone. Like, that's crazy. I think he got good actors for this one. And I think the writers were better. For sure.
This shit is good as fuck, Jamie. I wish you told me you were watching it. Because I got 2 homegirls that watch it too. We be in that group chat every Thursday talking about this shit.
But it's only 8 episodes. Like, it's off now, right? It was only like 8 episodes, right?
Was this the 8th episode or 7th?
I thought it was the 8th.
Let me look at my BET Plus on my phone.
Okay. Because I'm like, I don't know, but it's better than Sisters, though.
Oh, girl, Sisters need to be off the air.
LaToya Luckett is playing that role.
She is.
That's all I've heard is that LaToya is killing it, baby. That's all I heard.
She is, honey. She is killing that shit. I promise you, she is.
But y'all don't like Sisters? Ain't they been running for a long time?
Oh yeah, it is.
I tapped out probably 4 years ago, baby. And that lady still was pregnant. I can't. I cannot.
Listen, okay. I tried to watch it because it started off kind of decent at first, despite the bad wigs and shit. It started off decent. But then after a while, I'm like, Gary is crazy for no reason. Andy is dumb for no reason.
For no reason. And the show is just weird for no reason.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick with the Divorced Sisters. So this was the season finale. It's only 8 episodes. I'm pissed.
Girl, I needed some more. Like, girl.
I'm like, where is the rest? This is good though.
It is, baby. Every Thursday morning, if I ain't got to work, I'll be right here in this bed, baby, with my cookies in my hand, them Thin Mint cookies, and I sit right there and I watch that shit. You know, I love me some Thin Mints, honey. You know, I love some Thin Mint cookies. Even though my friends be to call them toothpaste cookies and shit, I don't give a fuck.
Toothpaste,
they said, bitch, you eat toothpaste cookies. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Life After Lockup. I don't know if the first episode is okay. I might. It depends. If it ain't given, I might not.
What you think about? Have you been watching Ellie and Mason since started back?
Yeah.
What you think about it so far?
It's cool. It's cool. I will say the only uncool part. I'm not a fan of Trish, Ken, and Marquez. Ultimately.
Yeah.
I would like them gone. I think they're all problematic in their own ways. I don't think it's one person that's worse than the other. Marquez can overstep his boundaries. I think he can do and say things to get a reaction out of Trish, but I also think Trish does the exact same thing to him. I think her allowing her friend to just automatically introduce herself or whatever, I just feel like that friend was very disrespectful.
That friend want to be on the show.
Totally agree.
That friend want to be on the damn show.
The only thing I agree with that the friend said was when Ken tried to say the kids were not traumatized. The friend said the way that y'all are acting basically is what does traumatize the kids. I feel like Ken often wants a cookie for showing up for other people's children when
Mm-hmm.
really he has some type of possession thing going on because he
Mm-hmm.
does not have his own, and he feels like showing up for
Mm-hmm.
those kids will make him appear as though he's more valuable in the
Mm-hmm.
eyes of that woman, like that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he also may be a problem too. Like, I'll never forget how he yelled at Trisha, and then you do all of these great things and you want to brag about all the great things that you do, but then you also want to throw it back up in her face when you get the chance. Like, it's something about Ken as well that's off. And I also feel like Trish enjoys that, like, all the dynamic of everything that's happening. She
Mm-hmm.
loves this type of beef, but it's like, Ken, honestly, baby, it ain't you.
And I'm gonna tell you
It's
something
it's
else.
not you. She don't want you. It's not you.
Tammy said in her review, and I thoroughly agreed, when she was like, Trish constantly brings up the children when it comes to Marquez, and she is right. She's the one who constantly wants to bring in the children when it comes to arguments between her and
Come
Marquez,
on.
like how she wants to ask the son about things and then want to ask the daughter about things in the middle of her argument with him. And I said, you know what, Tammy, you are absolutely right. Like, she
Correct.
does do that a lot.
You
You
know who
don't
else
do that,
does
but
that?
she does.
Ken also does that, right?
He
So
do.
Ken at the table, when Kimmy was saying sometimes the best thing to moving forward is just moving forward, he cuts her off and he wants to talk about how the school knows him and I'm the person they know and I'm in, I feel like, and I like that Maurice said, so he wasn't doing anything for the kids, but now he's trying to do something for the kids. It's like, y'all want to always paint him out to be as being a terrible ass man. Now, granted, I'm not saying that he's not, but then if you tell a person that they're not doing good at something or they're not showing up, you do have to give them the space to actually show up.
I
And when
agree.
they show up, then you make that a problem. So when Ken was like, I'm here for the kids. Are you going to be at her competition tomorrow? Maurice said, yeah, I gave you money for that. He was like, you gave me $500. I'm like, okay. That's a lot of money to me.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Like, bruh, like, if he didn't give you that, you would be pouncing on him. Now, when Marquez was in there with the friend, when Sharon came and you had Ken and you had Trish, he asked her, like, he said, why would you sit up there, demean me in front of your friend? She said, let's move forward. Let's not talk. Let's move forward. Oh, now you want to move forward when he's asking you about the shit that you've been saying. But any other time, you want to focus on what he's done. You had so much time to talk to your friend about the man. You had so much time to say this and that. You had so much time to talk about how he's not showing up as a dad, this and that. But now that he wants to talk about those things, it's let's move forward. But just a second ago, you weren't trying to move forward. Right. And then this whole performative thing about, oh, you coming in my house. Don't come in. Now, Ken, he came in your house for the second or third time without knocking on the door. Why you ain't saying that on the front end? You wait until you get upset. And then now you want to sit up here and say something about it. Now you want to have an issue about him coming into the house. But also, I feel like Marquez is doing behavior that everybody is used to. And they're making it a thing for this show.
Yeah.
And more importantly, they know that they're filming. So when Marquez had keys, and maybe it's understood, he's just gonna walk in the house because y'all already know we filming, we shooting something. So that's why I'm walking into the house. So I don't know, but everybody, all three of them are weird as fuck to me. There is not a single person that's more better than the other. They're all weirdos. I don't care what anybody's talking about. And I would like for them to be removed from the show. You have to have more quality people that's in Huntsville or at least on the edge of Tennessee. Because it's not it.
Not the edge.
I cannot, like, pack them up like y'all packed up Lewis and Tiffany. Pack them up. They are actually worse. Pack them up.
Yeah, I would rather see Lewis and Tiffany over them, but I don't want to see Lewis and Tiffany anymore either. So it's kind of like, well, Lewis wasn't that bad. Like Big Lou was high. He had common sense. It's just that Tiffany for me. She just get on damn nerves.
Y'all know normally me and Scotty will go up for the niggas, okay? Because we damn sure went up for Courtney, honey.
We did. I love Courtney, man. I love me some.
We damn sure went up for Courtney, honey. I still do.
I still go for Courtney. I really would have loved to see Stormy and Courtney back this season, honestly.
Since we talking about this, how do y'all feel about the Fletcher storyline this season?
Bye.
What is the storyline?
That's why I said bye.
Because it's given, let's not talk about us, let's talk about our kids, and then let's dabble into Destiny's business with our family.
Or in everybody else's business and talk about how they're not being transparent, although we're not either. You know.
That's what got me more than anything. I was like, you still not answering people questions about your stepdaughter. How are you going to get up here and try to drag out Kimmy and Tisha's husbands? Like, what are you talking about?
And we know that Lexi don't want to come back on the show, but in the same breath, what about your stepdaughter? Why y'all not talking about that?
Was it an agreement is what I wonder for them to not discuss her on this show?
Probably.
Because honestly, Lexi is the reason why I had any interest in whatever they had going on. Like,
me too.
You would think that's the last thing they pick up on when she abruptly left the house the way that she did. You would think that we would get that. But now I'm wondering, like, did they agree just to not?
Or the fact that they brought up the interview that Lexi did with T that they won't give him credit for, by the way. But they want to talk about that, talk around that, but didn't really talk about it. And my thing about it is, I know everybody else on that cast probably saw that fucking interview too. Why ain't nobody talking about it?
They did. Mello saw it. The Scott saw it. A lot of them saw it.
Why y'all like talking about that?
Like, Mello said that on the show when she asked her. She said, "Did you see her interview?" She said, "Yeah, I saw it." Appreciate you, Mello.
I am tickled. Okay. I am tickled.
I'm just listen. I ain't gonna say too much about that show because y'all know I'm getting into it with somebody. Oh
God.
So I don't even want to get too much into that, honey. I don't want to get y'all in nothing.
Don't.
If that bitch say something about either one of y'all, I'm gonna back the train over her.
I don't even know what the hell going on.
I'm gonna back the Amtrak train on that bitch if she say something to either one of y'all.
For so long.
I barely know, and I talk to T all the time. I barely understand, but it ain't got nothing to do with me, so I ain't finna say shit.
Okay, if it ain't about me, what Zoe say? If it ain't about me,
because T made me leave the chat yesterday.
I had to.
He made me leave the chat, so I didn't say a motherfucker. I ain't say shit else.
I had to, and I told her then. I said, Scotty, please leave, because if she say something to you, that's her ass.
Right. I'm like,
and he didn't. He didn't say a damn word.
Although I was going to say something to that person in your chat, because when I said what I said, I didn't say anything dealing with that person in that chat. So you made that person think that they was important enough for me to be coming in the chat saying something to them. So let's make that clear. But when you said what you said, they gonna sit up here and say, "Do I trigger Scotty that much?" I almost responded, but I said T told me to shut the fuck up, so I ain't gonna say nothing. You know. I ain't gonna say that. Now, in regards to,
I think that's what it is. I think he liked you. He just don't know how to say it.
Please.
You know how that goes. You know, everybody wants Scotty, honey. Everybody wants Scotty.
Back to the comment that asked about the show I'm on, because I ain't got time for this. We're still taping the show. It should be coming out in November. They should be putting out their first promo sometime like next month or something like that. But we're still taping the show, and the show is all about me, even though it's a ensemble cast. It's all about me.
Ooh.
Scotty being messy as a Scotty is the new Carly Red, and y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about when y'all see it. He done became Carly Red and Sheree. She been on a goddamn thing ass all in one. Trust
that me. Is not true. Because let me tell you something. I came into this shit thinking that I was gonna be like Candy and sit back and eat my food and make faces and show my work the entire time. But the very first scene I was in, somebody decided that they wanted to be messy with me. And I chose to be messy right the fuck back.
Oh my.
We're gonna see if y'all get that vibe once this shit
you
comes.
I promise you, you're gonna see.
I cannot wait. I'm patiently waiting.
The mess that I'm in is about me. It's about me and my business. So I'm not being messy. It's about me and my motherfucking business. Okay. Shit. I can't wait for y'all to see. I can't wait for y'all to see who because y'all will understand it better when y'all see everything. Because T and Jamie know more about this than y'all do. So because I told them, but yeah, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up before I say more.
I ain't know about the getting ready to the first scene.
Girl, the first one, like I sat there and they was like really trying to grill me. I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. Oh, you playing these reality TV games with me. Okay, I got you.
But I will say this, and then we're gonna end it.
Okay.
Scotty is the best person for reality TV.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
Because you are. You've been reviewing this shit for a long time. Since what, 2010? You know exactly how reality TV works from beginning to end. And the funny part is, the gay web series run just about the same as the national series. It really do.
Mm-hmm.
It really do. It's really no different. Look, y'all gonna gag. I can't wait to see it.
Because some of the stuff that's happening, they'll be like, well, Scotty, we need you to do. I was gonna do it anyway. I don't even know why y'all trying to put me to the side and tell me what to do. I already know what to do.
See, ready to be messy. That's what I'm talking about.
Not ready.
And I wait to see it.
I can't.
Get over here so I can tell y'all some more.
Okay.
All right,
well, y'all, that's it. That's all we got. We ain't got no more. We gave y'all an hour and 41 minutes of our time. Y'all better appreciate.
I swear, because we talked about way more than Basketball Wives.
We did.
Joe did.
Oh, by the way, the Texas panel not gonna be reviewing it, but T and JoJo and two other girls will be though. They'll be reviewing.
We had over 300 people up in here. I appreciate it. Got well over 250 likes. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure to follow Scotty by Nature TV as well as JamiThatsMe. JamiThatsMe is real close to 100,000.
Yes.
So I really need y'all. If y'all are not following her, please make sure to follow her right now and help our sis get over her 100K.
Thank you.
What you gonna do for your 100K?
Huh?
What you gonna do for your 100K? You gonna do like a live or something for it?
I don't even know.
Or unboxing of your plaque?
Better be
I'll
good.
probably do that. That's how that makes more sense. But I think that may come like after, so that may probably that.
You're gonna get it by the end of next month. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Because you've been, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know shit about Love Island, but I know who everybody is because I watch your reviews on it. I don't know shit about that show.
Okay. Her and Tammy talks. Be clear.
Yes.
I watch her and Tammy. Because I be watching Tammy reviews on other shows as well, and I don't be knowing what the hell she's talking about. I'll be like, Tammy, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it'd be good though. It'd be good though. Tammy's a great YouTuber. I need to check her out. Yeah, Tammy making her rounds right now though. I think Tammy hit 40K now.
She did.
I think she over 40.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she growing.
Yeah, I think she's on her way to 45. Am I right, Sammy?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I think she is. Yeah, Love Island ain't no joke. I tried to get into it, but I can't. There's too much going on.
I understand.
Then I saw Jamie John doing Big Brother too. I'm like, girl, you watch Big Brother, girl.
Yeah, Big Brother is good. I just be sleeping on my on getting my content out. I be having other stuff going on, but this season is good. I
haven't watched Big Brother in years. I need to get because I used to love Big Brother. I haven't
watched since Tamar. No. I think it could have been after Tamar was on the show.
There was a time because I was watching Big Brother when it first started, like in 2000, the very first season. I was even watching back then, like, and I was like 11 or 12 years old watching this shit. I was fascinated by Big Brother, so I was watching it like every single season. I think I stopped around about maybe like the 18th or 19th season, maybe. I stopped around in. I don't know why, but I used to love Big Brother. I actually reviewed Big Brother for a while, but But yeah, go ahead. We'll be up here all night.
All right. So y'all make sure to follow Scotty by Nature TV, myself, as well as Jamie. Please help Jamie get to her 100K sooner than later. She deserves it.
Thank you.
No problem. And yeah, I guess we'll see you guys for the first episode of 12B. And hopefully we'll be more consistent with Hopefully, we'll be more consistent with it. We love each and every last one of you guys. Please make sure to pun the replay. Drop your likes, drop your comments. Follow Scotty as well as JamiThatsMe. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.